Top 10 Principles for Success. What if the key to your success was just 10 simple principles away? Imagine having the blueprint to achieve your biggest dreams. Ready to unlock your potential and take action? Stay tuned to discover the secrets behind the habits and mindset of the world's most successful people. Welcome to MediaDeem, where we turn knowledge into action. In this audiobook, we'll explore the top 10 principles for success, a powerful guide to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're striving for personal growth, career advancement, or simply a better life, these principles will give you the tools and mindset needed to achieve your goals. Let's dive in and start your journey to success. Summary focus points. Goal setting. The power of defining clear, actionable goals. Continuous learning. Embracing the mindset of lifelong learning. Discipline. Developing habits that drive success. Resilience. Bouncing back from failure and staying adaptable. Time management. Mastering your time for peak productivity. Networking. Building relationships and collaborating for success. Self-belief. Cultivating confidence in yourself and your abilities. Learning from failure. Turning setbacks into valuable lessons. Problem-solving. Focusing on solutions, not obstacles. Health and well-being. Balancing physical and mental well-being for long-term success. What you'll learn. How to set and achieve meaningful goals that propel you forward. The importance of self-discipline and consistency in achieving success. How to bounce back from failure and adapt to challenges. Effective time management techniques to boost productivity. Why self-belief is crucial and how to cultivate it in your daily life. The role of health and well-being in sustaining long-term success. By the end of this audiobook, you'll be equipped with the principles and strategies to start achieving your goals and create the successful life you deserve. Focus point 1. Goal setting. One of the most critical factors in achieving success is the ability to set clear, well-defined goals. Goals act as the roadmap that guides us toward the desired destination, providing direction and focus. Without them, we risk drifting aimlessly without purpose. The process of goal setting isn't just about identifying what we want to achieve. It's about crafting a clear, actionable plan that aligns with our values and long-term vision. Clarity in goals. The first step in setting goals is ensuring they are clear and specific. A vague goal, such as "I want to be successful," doesn't provide a tangible outcome or a clear path to follow. Instead, a goal like "I want to increase my income by 20% in the next year," or "I want to complete a professional certification by December," gives you a measurable target. Psychologist Edwin Locke, in his goal-setting theory, emphasized the importance of specific, challenging goals in driving higher performance. According to his research, people who set difficult but achievable goals perform better than those who aim for easy or undefined outcomes. Locke's theory highlights that the clearer and more challenging the goal, the greater the effort and persistence invested in achieving it. SMART goals. A widely adopted approach to effective goal setting is the SMART criteria. SMART stands for specific. The goal must be clear and precise. Measurable. There must be a way to track progress. Achievable. The goal should be realistic. Relevant. The goal should align with broader objectives. Time-bound. There should be a deadline or time frame for completion. For example, instead of saying "I want to get in shape," a SMART goal would be "I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months by working out 3 times a week and following a balanced diet." This goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to health, and time-bound. The power of writing down goals, has a significant psychological effect. A study conducted by Dr. Gail Matthews at Dominican University found that people who write their goals and commit to regular progress updates are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. The act of writing reinforces commitment and provides a reference point for tracking progress. As philosopher Seneca once said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Without a clear goal, even the best resources and efforts may be wasted. Written goals serve as a navigational compass, helping individuals stay on course despite distractions or obstacles. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. When setting goals, it's important to understand the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic goals are driven by personal fulfillment, such as personal growth, creativity, or contributing to society, whereas extrinsic goals are motivated by external rewards like money, fame, or approval. Research shows that individuals who pursue intrinsic goals tend to have higher levels of happiness, satisfaction, and success. Self-determination theory, Deci and Ryan, suggests that the pursuit of intrinsic goals fosters a sense of autonomy, competence, and relatedness, leading to deeper engagement and persistence. On the other hand, extrinsic goals may lead to short-term success, but often fail to provide lasting fulfillment. Visualization and the reticular activating system (RAS) visualization is a powerful tool in goal setting. When you vividly imagine achieving your goal, you activate your reticular activating system (RAS), a part of the brain responsible for filtering information and focusing attention. By visualizing success, the RAS begins to tune in to opportunities and resources that can help you reach your goal. Many high achievers, from athletes to entrepreneurs, use visualization techniques. For instance, Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps is known for mentally rehearsing his races in vivid detail before competing. This mental preparation primes the brain to recognize and seize the right opportunities when they arise. Overcoming obstacles and adjusting goals, even with well-set goals, challenges will inevitably arise. The key is to remain flexible and adjust your goals when necessary without losing sight of the ultimate vision. Thomas Edison, who conducted over 1,000 failed experiments before inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence and willingness to adjust his approach are clear demonstrations of goal-directed resilience. When faced with setbacks, it's essential to evaluate whether the goal needs revision or whether the strategy needs adjustment. Sometimes the goal may be too ambitious or the timeline too short, requiring recalibration. Recommendations for effective goal setting. Write down your goals and make them SMART. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Review your goals regularly to track progress and make adjustments. Focus on intrinsic motivation to drive long-term success. Use visualization techniques to engage your mind and attract opportunities. Be flexible. Adjust your goals when circumstances change. By setting clear, specific goals and using proven methods to pursue them, you create a strong foundation for success in any area of life. Focus point 2: continuous learning. Continuous learning is not merely a strategy for success. It is a mindset that defines those who achieve lasting progress. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn has become essential for staying competitive and innovative. This principle goes beyond formal education. It encompasses self-directed learning, curiosity, and the drive to acquire new skills and knowledge throughout life. The growth mindset, one of the fundamental concepts behind continuous learning, is the growth mindset, introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck. Dweck's research shows that individuals with a growth mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, perseverance, and learning. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset see their talents and intelligence as static traits, leading them to avoid challenges and resist change. The growth mindset fuels continuous learning by encouraging individuals to embrace challenges, persist through obstacles, and view effort as the pathway to mastery. For example, many successful entrepreneurs and innovators like Elon Musk demonstrate a growth mindset by constantly seeking new knowledge, whether by reading books, exploring new fields, or learning from others in their network. As Albert Einstein wisely said, "Once you stop learning, you start dying." Lifelong learning keeps the mind sharp, adaptable, and open to new possibilities, which are essential for success in any endeavor. Neuroplasticity and lifelong learning. The human brain is remarkably adaptable, thanks to its ability to reorganize itself and form new neural connections, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. Research in neuroscience has shown that continuous learning strengthens and expands these neural pathways, keeping the brain agile and capable of handling new information. A famous study by Dr. Eleanor Maguire at University College London examined the brains of London taxi drivers, who are required to memorize the complex layout of the city's streets. The study found that the drivers had a significantly larger hippocampus, the brain region associated with memory, than non-drivers. This demonstrates that continuous learning and the acquisition of new skills can physically reshape the brain, enhancing cognitive abilities over time. Adaptability in the modern world. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, adaptability is crucial. With industries and technologies evolving rapidly, those who are committed to continuous learning are better equipped to adapt to new trends and disruptions. As Eric Hoffer famously remarked, "In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists." Whether learning a new programming language, developing soft skills like emotional intelligence, or staying updated on the latest industry trends, the ability to adapt through learning is a key driver of long-term success. The rise of online learning platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy, and LinkedIn Learning has made it easier than ever to access knowledge and stay current in your field. Self-directed learning and curiosity. At the heart of continuous learning lies self-directed learning, the proactive pursuit of knowledge based on individual curiosity and needs. While formal education is important, many successful people attribute their growth to the habit of teaching themselves new skills. Benjamin Franklin is a classic example of someone who embodied self-directed learning. Largely self-taught, Franklin read voraciously, conducted experiments, and wrote about a wide range of subjects, from politics to science. His curiosity and willingness to seek knowledge on his own terms enabled him to become one of the most influential figures of his time. Modern innovators also thrive on self-directed learning. For instance, Bill Gates is known for his insatiable appetite for reading, dedicating time every day to learning something new. His belief in continuous learning is reflected in his quote, "I spend a lot of time reading, trying to understand things that are going on." The power of reflection is an integral part of the learning process. It allows individuals to absorb what they have learned, analyze it, and determine how it can be applied in real-life situations. According to Kolb's experiential learning theory, learning is a cycle that includes 4 stages: concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. In essence, after gaining new knowledge, reflecting on it deepens understanding and leads to further refinement of skills. Successful learners take time to reflect on their experiences, assess their progress, and use the insights gained to shape future actions. This process fosters a deeper connection to the material learned, turning knowledge into practical wisdom. Mentorship and learning from others. Continuous learning is not always a solo journey. It often involves learning from others. Mentorship is one of the most powerful ways to gain insights, avoid common pitfalls, and accelerate personal and professional growth. A mentor who has already walked the path you are on can offer invaluable lessons that save you time and energy in your pursuit of success. In addition to formal mentorship, learning from peers through collaboration and networking opens up new perspectives. Engaging in discussions with others, sharing ideas, and being open to feedback can lead to breakthroughs that solitary learning might not achieve. Recommendations for continuous learning. Embrace a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to improve and grow through effort. Cultivate curiosity. Seek out new areas of interest and knowledge regularly. Dedicate time to learning daily. Even 20 to 30 minutes of focused learning each day can lead to significant growth over time. Reflect on your learning experiences. Use reflection to deepen understanding and apply what you've learned. Stay adaptable. Continuously update your skills to stay relevant in a changing world. Seek out mentors. Learn from the experiences of others to accelerate your growth. By fostering a mindset of continuous learning, you ensure that you remain adaptable, knowledgeable, and prepared for whatever challenges or opportunities lie ahead. Focus point 3: Discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of long-term success. While motivation may ignite initial enthusiasm, it is discipline that sustains effort over time. Consistency ensures that disciplined actions compound, leading to significant achievements. Together, they form a powerful combination that drives steady progress, even in the face of challenges and distractions. Discipline as a foundation for success. Discipline is the ability to control impulses and make decisions that align with long-term goals, rather than seeking short-term gratification. It requires developing habits and routines that keep you on track, even when circumstances are difficult. Successful people often attribute their achievements not to moments of brilliance, but to their disciplined efforts over time. In his work, The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg emphasizes that our lives are largely shaped by our habits, and by focusing on changing key habits, keystone habits, we can transform other areas of life. Duhigg's research shows that when we build disciplined routines, we conserve mental energy, making it easier to stay consistent in our actions. This underscores the importance of discipline in creating an environment where progress can flourish. The writer James Clear builds on this idea in his book Atomic Habits, where he explains that success is often the result of small, consistent actions that compound over time. By focusing on incremental improvements, getting 1% better every day, you can achieve remarkable growth through the power of discipline and consistency. Consistency over intensity. While it's tempting to think that success comes from one grand effort or a flash of inspiration, the truth is that consistency trumps intensity. Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." This highlights the idea that mastery comes from repeated, disciplined practice over time, rather than from sporadic bursts of effort. Consistency creates momentum. When you commit to a goal and work on it regularly, even if progress seems small at first, you begin to build momentum that makes future efforts easier. Over time, these consistent efforts compound and lead to significant results. This is often referred to as the compound effect, where small daily actions accumulate and produce substantial long-term rewards. Discipline in action. The 10,000-hour rule. Psychologist Anders Ericsson, in his study of expert performance, introduced the concept that it takes approximately 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to achieve mastery in any field. This idea, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers, demonstrates the value of disciplined, focused effort over time. While natural talent plays a role, it is the disciplined application of effort over years that leads to true expertise. Whether you are learning a new skill, building a business, or pursuing personal growth, the 10,000-hour rule shows that success is not the result of occasional intense effort, but of sustained discipline and consistent practice over time. Pablo Picasso echoed this idea when he remarked, "Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working." Discipline creates the space for inspiration to emerge and take shape through consistent effort. Delayed gratification and long-term success. One of the key aspects of discipline is the ability to delay gratification, the willingness to forego immediate rewards in pursuit of greater, long-term goals. The Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, conducted by psychologist Walter Mischel in the 1960s, illustrates this principle. In the study, children were given a choice between eating one marshmallow immediately or waiting 15 minutes to receive 2 marshmallows. The researchers found that children who were able to delay gratification tended to have better life outcomes in areas such as academic success, health, and financial stability. This study underscores the importance of discipline in resisting short-term temptations to achieve greater success in the future. Whether it's choosing to save money rather than spend impulsively, or sticking to a fitness plan rather than indulging in unhealthy habits, discipline is key to achieving long-term goals. Building discipline. The role of willpower. Willpower is often associated with discipline, but research shows that willpower is a finite resource. According to psychologist Roy Baumeister, who studied the concept of ego depletion, we have a limited amount of mental energy for exercising self-control. As we use willpower throughout the day to make decisions, resist temptations, and stay focused, it becomes depleted, making it harder to stay disciplined. The solution lies in creating systems and habits that reduce the need for constant willpower. By developing routines and structuring your environment to minimize distractions, you can conserve willpower and ensure that disciplined actions become automatic. This is why successful people often rely on habits and routines that simplify their lives, reducing decision fatigue and making it easier to stay consistent. Consistency in the face of challenges. Discipline and consistency are most tested in the face of challenges and setbacks. When obstacles arise, it's easy to become discouraged and lose momentum. However, success often requires pushing through periods of discomfort and uncertainty. As motivational speaker Jim Rohn once said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Staying consistent, even when the path becomes difficult, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. The Kaizen philosophy, rooted in Japanese culture, embodies this principle. Kaizen focuses on continuous improvement through small, incremental changes rather than dramatic shifts. By making steady, consistent progress each day, individuals and organizations can achieve significant transformations over time. This approach reflects the importance of discipline in maintaining progress, even when results aren't immediately visible. Recommendations for building discipline and consistency. Set clear, manageable routines that align with your goals. Break large goals into smaller, actionable steps to stay consistent. Focus on incremental progress, aiming to improve by 1% each day. Create systems that minimize the need for constant willpower. Practice delayed gratification by focusing on long-term rewards over immediate satisfaction. Use setbacks as opportunities to strengthen your discipline and stay committed. By cultivating discipline and maintaining consistency, you create a foundation for sustainable success. While the journey may be slow at times, the accumulation of disciplined actions will lead to profound growth and achievement over time. Focus point 4: resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite adversity. It's a vital trait for success because the path to achievement is rarely smooth. Setbacks, failures, and challenges are inevitable, but resilience ensures that these obstacles don't derail your progress. Instead of giving up, resilient individuals learn from their experiences, adjust their strategies, and persist in their pursuit of goals. Resilience and the human spirit. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from failure. It's about using adversity as a stepping stone to grow stronger. The psychologist Martin Seligman, a leading figure in positive psychology, explored the concept of learned optimism in his research. He found that people who believe setbacks are temporary and surmountable are more likely to persevere and succeed. Those who adopt a pessimistic outlook, believing that difficulties are permanent and insurmountable, tend to give up more easily. Seligman's work on resilience highlights the importance of how we interpret setbacks. Resilient individuals frame challenges as opportunities for growth, not as permanent defeats. This mindset enables them to remain hopeful and proactive, even in the face of significant obstacles. As Winston Churchill famously stated, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This perfectly encapsulates the essence of resilience, recognizing that neither success nor failure is permanent, but it is the ability to persevere through ups and downs that leads to long-term achievement. The role of emotional intelligence in resilience. Emotional intelligence, EI, plays a significant role in resilience. Those with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to manage their emotions during stressful times, maintain perspective, and approach problems with clarity. Daniel Goleman, a pioneer in emotional intelligence, identified self-awareness, self-regulation, and empathy as key components of EI that contribute to resilience. Self-awareness allows individuals to recognize their emotional responses to stress and setbacks, while self-regulation helps them control impulsive reactions. Empathy, another component of EI, enables resilient individuals to connect with others for support, which can provide strength during difficult times. Emotional intelligence thus acts as a buffer, helping individuals navigate adversity with a sense of calm and control. Grit and perseverance. Closely related to resilience is the concept of grit, which Angela Duckworth defines as the combination of passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. In her extensive research, Duckworth found that grit is a better predictor of success than talent or IQ. This finding highlights that the ability to persist in the face of obstacles, whether through months, years, or even decades of effort, is critical for achieving mastery and success. Duckworth's research shows that while talent may open doors, it's grit, the determination to keep going when things get tough, that ultimately determines how far someone will go. She notes that those with grit view failures as part of the process and not as a reflection of their worth or abilities. In this sense, resilience is not only about bouncing back, but also about pressing forward with renewed focus after each setback. Post-traumatic growth. While setbacks and failures can be disheartening, resilience enables people to experience what is known as post-traumatic growth, the idea that individuals can emerge from adversity stronger, more determined, and with greater clarity about their goals. Research in psychology shows that people who face and overcome significant life challenges often develop a deeper sense of purpose, improved relationships, and heightened personal strength. This concept contrasts with the idea that trauma and hardship necessarily weaken a person. In fact, when met with resilience, such experiences can fuel personal and professional growth. For example, many successful entrepreneurs recount stories of their failures as turning points that taught them invaluable lessons and ultimately led to their greatest achievements. Building resilience through cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing is a psychological technique that can help build resilience by changing the way we interpret difficult situations. By consciously reinterpreting challenges in a more positive or neutral light, individuals can reduce feelings of helplessness and maintain a proactive stance. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of personal inadequacy, for example, cognitive reframing encourages individuals to see it as a learning experience. A famous study on resilience conducted by Norman Garmezy, a psychologist known for his work on risk and resilience, found that children who faced difficult circumstances but displayed resilience often had a specific trait: the ability to view challenges as temporary and solvable. This mindset allowed them to tackle problems with greater optimism and creativity. Resilience in action. Historical and modern figures throughout history, many of the most successful individuals have demonstrated remarkable resilience. Thomas Edison, often celebrated for his invention of the light bulb, is an enduring symbol of resilience. He reportedly failed thousands of times before finding a filament that worked. His famous quote, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," reflects the mindset of someone who views failures not as obstacles, but as essential steps toward eventual success. Modern figures also exemplify resilience. Oprah Winfrey, who grew up in poverty and faced numerous personal challenges, has spoken openly about how she used adversity to fuel her determination to succeed. Winfrey's story of overcoming hardships to become one of the world's most influential people is a testament to the power of resilience in shaping a successful life. The biological basis of resilience. Interestingly, resilience is not purely psychological. There's a biological component as well. Research in neuroscience has shown that resilience is partly influenced by the brain's ability to regulate stress. The prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making and impulse control, plays a role in how we manage stress. Those who are more resilient tend to have a better regulated stress response, allowing them to remain calm and focused under pressure. One key factor is the presence of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This ability allows people to adapt to new situations, recover from stress, and even train themselves to respond to challenges more effectively over time. This adaptability is at the heart of resilience, showing that our ability to bounce back from adversity is not fixed, but can be developed with practice. Recommendations for building resilience. Reframe setbacks as temporary challenges, not permanent defeats. Cultivate emotional intelligence to manage stress and maintain perspective. Focus on grit. Remain committed to your long-term goals despite obstacles. Use reflection to learn from failures and emerge stronger. Seek social support when facing adversity. Resilience is often strengthened by community. Practice mindfulness or stress management techniques to improve emotional regulation. By embracing resilience as a core principle, you develop the strength to face adversity with confidence and the adaptability to overcome setbacks, allowing you to pursue success in a sustained way. Focus point 5: Goal setting and vision. Goal setting and vision are essential components of achieving success. Without a clear vision of where you want to go, it becomes difficult to maintain focus and measure progress. Goals act as milestones along the path, giving you direction and purpose. Vision provides the overarching destination, while goals break down the journey into manageable steps. The power of a clear vision. Vision is the mental picture of the future you want to create. It serves as the North Star that guides your actions and decisions. Vision is more than just wishful thinking. It is a compelling picture of your desired outcome that fuels your motivation. In leadership, having a vision is often considered the cornerstone of success. As John F. Kennedy articulated in his vision for America to land a man on the moon, a bold vision can inspire people to push beyond their limits. Vision provides clarity in times of uncertainty. It answers the question, where am I headed? When you encounter obstacles, it's your vision that keeps you grounded, helping you remember why you started and why it's worth continuing. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasized the importance of beginning with the end in mind. Knowing the ultimate destination helps ensure that each step you take moves you closer to that goal. Psychologically, vision stimulates the brain's dopamine system, which is associated with motivation and reward. The clearer and more emotionally compelling your vision, the more it activates this system, energizing you to pursue your goals. SMART goals. Turning vision into action while vision provides the overarching picture. Goals are the practical steps needed to turn that vision into reality. One of the most effective frameworks for setting goals is the SMART criteria, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. A vague goal like, I want to be successful lacks clarity. Instead, a specific goal like, I want to increase my business revenue by 20% in the next 6 months, provides clear direction. Measurable. Being able to measure progress is critical to understanding whether you are on track. If a goal isn't measurable, it becomes difficult to evaluate progress or know when you've achieved it. Achievable. Goals need to be realistic. Setting impossible goals can lead to frustration and burnout, while achievable goals build momentum as each success propels you forward. Relevant. Goals should align with your vision and long-term objectives. If a goal isn't relevant to your broader aspirations, it will be difficult to maintain focus and commitment. Time-bound. Setting a deadline creates a sense of urgency. Without a time frame, it's easy to procrastinate or lose focus. Research conducted by Dr. Edwin Locke and Dr. Gary Latham, pioneers in the field of goal-setting theory, found that specific and challenging goals lead to higher performance compared to vague or easy ones. Their studies showed that setting goals enhances motivation, persistence, and effort, leading to greater achievements. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Another important aspect of goal setting is visualization. Visualization involves imagining yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the rewards of success. Studies in sports psychology demonstrate that athletes who visualize themselves performing well in their sport often perform better. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in history, credits visualization as a key part of his training. He would mentally rehearse every stroke of his race long before he entered the pool, preparing his mind for success. Visualization taps into the brain's reticular activating system, RAS, which filters information and helps focus attention on what's important. When you visualize your goals regularly, your brain begins to filter out distractions and opportunities that don't align with your vision, helping you stay on course. The importance of long-term and short-term goals. Effective goal setting involves balancing both long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals, like your vision, provide a sense of purpose and direction. However, they can feel distant and overwhelming if they aren't broken down into more manageable short-term goals. Short-term goals act as stepping stones, allowing you to build momentum and measure progress along the way. For example, someone with a long-term vision of becoming a medical doctor would break that vision down into smaller, concrete steps. Completing pre-medical coursework, passing entrance exams, applying to medical school, and completing internships. Each short-term goal brings them one step closer to achieving the overarching vision. Intrinsic versus extrinsic goals research on motivation highlights the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic goals. Intrinsic goals are driven by internal desires and align with personal values, such as seeking personal growth, fulfillment, or a sense of purpose. Deci and Ryan's self-determination theory explains that intrinsic goals lead to more sustainable motivation because they satisfy basic psychological needs like autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Extrinsic goals, on the other hand, are motivated by external rewards such as money, status, or recognition. While extrinsic goals can provide short-term motivation, they tend to be less fulfilling and are more likely to lead to burnout. Successful individuals often blend both types of goals, ensuring that their actions are aligned with their deeper purpose while also meeting external milestones. Overcoming goal-setting pitfalls. Even with a clear vision and well-defined goals, there are common pitfalls to avoid. One such pitfall is goal paralysis, where the sheer magnitude of a goal can lead to procrastination or avoidance. When faced with an overwhelming goal, breaking it down into even smaller tasks can help overcome inertia. By focusing on the next actionable step, you make progress without being overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Another challenge is shifting priorities. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes priorities change. While it's important to stay committed to your goals, it's equally important to remain flexible and adjust when necessary. This flexibility allows you to pivot in response to new information or unexpected challenges without losing sight of your ultimate vision. Recommendations for effective goal setting. Start with a clear vision that excites and motivates you. Use the SMART framework to set actionable and measurable goals. Balance long-term goals with short-term milestones to maintain momentum. Visualize success regularly to program your brain to focus on what matters. Prioritize intrinsic goals that align with your values for sustainable motivation. Be adaptable and willing to adjust goals as circumstances change. Goal setting is not just about making a plan. It's about creating a roadmap that connects your vision with your daily actions. When done effectively, it keeps you focused, motivated, and aligned with your broader purpose, leading you toward success step by step. Conclusion of Episode 1. We've reached the end of this first episode of Top 10 Principles for Success, where we've explored the foundational principles that drive achievement and personal growth. Throughout this episode, we focused on 5 key pillars of success, each essential for building a life of purpose and accomplishment. Let's briefly recap what we've covered. 1. The power of a growth mindset. Embracing a growth mindset opens the door to learning, improvement, and resilience. By believing that abilities can be developed through effort and perseverance, you empower yourself to face challenges with confidence and adaptability. 2. The importance of taking initiative. Success starts with action. Taking initiative means being proactive, seizing opportunities, and stepping out of your comfort zone to create the life you want. It's about starting before you feel fully ready and learning along the way. 3. Discipline and consistency. Discipline sustains your progress, and consistency compounds it. By staying committed to your goals through small, repeated efforts, you build habits that lead to long-term success, even when motivation fades. 4. Resilience. Resilience is about bouncing back from setbacks and using them as opportunities for growth. With emotional intelligence and perseverance, you can turn adversity into strength, ensuring that challenges don't deter your progress, but instead shape your character. 5. Goal setting and vision. A clear vision gives you purpose, and well-structured goals provide the path to realizing that vision. By setting SMART goals and balancing long-term aspirations with short-term milestones, you can make steady progress toward achieving your dreams. Key recommendations for success. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Take initiative. Act on your ideas and pursue opportunities, even if they feel daunting. Build disciplined habits. Focus on consistency, aiming for small daily improvements. Develop resilience. View setbacks as temporary and use them to fuel future progress. Set clear goals. Align them with your vision and track your progress with measurable steps. By reflecting on these principles, you'll be better equipped to navigate the path toward your goals with confidence and purpose. Remember, success doesn't come overnight. It's the result of consistent, intentional actions taken over time. Thank you for your continued support and for listening to this audiobook on the MediaDeem YouTube channel. We truly appreciate your time and attention. If you found this episode helpful, we kindly ask you to like the audiobook and consider subscribing to the channel for more educational content. Listening is a powerful tool for improving your English language skills. As the saying goes, the more you listen, the better you speak. So I encourage you to keep listening, whether it's to this audiobook or other language learning resources. The more exposure you have to spoken English, the more naturally fluent you will become. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we'll dive into more principles for success. Until then, keep learning, stay resilient, and always pursue your vision.